Hi, this is Laurel. Welcome back to 31 Days of Couponing Success. And well, today, the logical topic after everything that we've been talking about over the past 24 days, because today is day 25, it's time to talk about the stockpile and to share what mine looks like and how I've arranged it and everything. Now, obviously, everyone's stockpile is going to be different. Not all of us who stockpile have an entire room or garage or large space to store everything, so we do what we can. If I get the chance in the next few days before we get to day 31, I'll talk to you about being creative about in stockpile space. But if you find a corner here or a shelf there, then that's what you use for your stockpile. And that's what we've done here in our house, in our family. We have just taken spaces that we have, and I'll show you that. And you don't have to really necessarily buy something new. I mean, if you've got something that you can use as shelving, I just happen to have some shelving in the storage area of my basement, and so I've been kind of working on purging items off of the shelving unit as I need them for stockpiling. And I don't necessarily have a lot of junk, because I did kind of do a purge in my home last year, but there comes a point where you have to kind of decide what's more important. Do you want to keep some of these items on hand, or do you want to get rid of some of these things to make space for the stockpile? So even today, I got rid of a stack of papers that I just wasn't going to need any longer, so that I could make room for more of the stockpile in the stockpile area. But that's enough talk. Let's go see what it looks like. Okay, here's our stockpile, or at least one part of it, and this is actually just the landing between the main floor and the basement. And like most people, I don't have an entire room to dedicate to stockpiling. I have niches here and there in my home, and so I just take advantage of the space that I do have. So I can talk to you a bit more in detail about what's here. And this, as you can see, is toilet paper and paper towels, and the balance has been temporarily placed here until I can get it to the other part of the stockpile, where it would be grouped with laundry items, because you want to try and group like things together if at all possible. And let's see, this bag here, I pulled some items to donate, and I'll probably talk to you in a few days about donating. And then this blue bin with the lid, I actually turned it upside down and put feminine products on the lid. You have to figure out something better to do. And then underneath that, in the bin, are things like storage, or Ziploc bags, storage freezer, gallon quart, sandwich size, more feminine products, and let's see, a few Cottonelle wipes, some shaving cream, and razors, as you can see. And this is a bin of deodorant, and I think there are even some batteries down there. And sorry about the lighting, you know how it is, right? You can see it clearly, it's just hard to see it clearly on camera. But this bin has the items that I just mentioned, and that's deodorant and shaving cream, razors, bags, storage bags. And okay, I will show you the next part of the stockpile. Okay, here is the rest of my stockpile, and it is in the storage room of my basement, and I'm hoping the lighting cooperates. So let's kind of take a look at some of these things. I guess we can start with first what's on top of the freezer. I use that to store laundry type items, and this goes all the way back. So there are, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles of the Arm & Hammer, and can you see all the way back there? That's whisk. There should be about 8 bottles of whisk back there, 4 in this row, and you see the extra and the Clorox, and then there is some Clorox 2, 5 gains. I just posted a video about that. And back there, if you can see them, are the rest of the gains. There should be, whisks. There should be at least 4 whisks back there. So there are, and again, sorry about the lighting. You know how a storage room is. There are 4 whisks back there. So that's the majority of laundry items. And then on the shelving unit, I've got one of those heavy-duty plastic shelving units, and the shelves are pretty stable. It would be nice to upgrade. If I can, maybe one day I'll upgrade to something like that's wooden or more sturdy. But these have been pretty sturdy. So here on the bottom shelf, you should be able to see, maybe, hopefully, that there are lots of bottles of Dawn and maybe a couple even of Gain. And the pink bottles back there, the Dawn hand renewal, those were free. And these other ones were probably, I don't know, maximum 50 cents, 80 cents, something like that. And so I stocked up on those. And then in this box is, as you can see, like air fresheners for Breezes and Renews-Its. And here's some Clorox wipes, wet ones. There's a 2,000 flushes for a drop-in for your toilet. And behind this box is another box back there where I keep things like eye motion, what do you call those things? Airwick, that's right, Airwick, eye motion thingamabobs, and other air fresheners. And on top of that, as you can see, are my Tide sample sizes that I got for free. And then back there, there's toilet bowl cleaners and Renews-Its. Let's see. Not Renews-Its, Resolve and Clorox 2 stain treatment back there. And again, I do apologize. It's not this dark, obviously, when I come down to look at the storage unit, but in the storage room, but it's really hard to show you. In this box are body washes for her, and in this box back here are body washes for him. And there are a few boxes of soap. I don't really buy a lot of bar soap. I'm not crazy about the feel of bar soap. But these were really cheap. My husband doesn't mind, so I got him some Irish Spring, which I love the smell of. And these bar soaps, these are great for donation boxes, so I'll probably use that for that purpose. And these boxes, incidentally, I got these boxes free. I got these boxes, when I was in Costco, and you know how you can just take boxes out once the items in them are sold. So I like these, and it's not a promotion or, an ad or anything I'm doing, but I like the Land O'Lakes half and half boxes that the actual pints of half and half come in, because they're sturdy. They have sides and they even have a partial top. So I just, started collecting them, and I put stuff in them. Like, for example, here is all my dental stuff, toothbrushes, toothpaste, most of it free, regular size, sample size, those little wisp brushes, can you see those? Right there, yep. And then there is lotion, and there is more lotion. You might have seen my lotion video from a few days ago. And there are Q-tips back there as well. You might have seen the Target Q-tip video a few days ago. And then there's the food shelf. I'll start on this side. This is spaghetti sauces. Gosh, the lighting just looks so bad on camera. And pasta here. And jars of grape jelly. I mean, I don't have to outline everything for you. You can see the food items that are on the shelves. One day, I'll either do a video or I'll put a price list on my blog as to, like, how much I paid for this stuff, or what I consider, I should say, to be the right price at which to purchase and then maybe even to stock up. So we can talk about that. And then this shelf is more food items. I'm going to probably move my cereal and put them in this empty shelf, part of the shelf right here. They're kind of piled up on a shelf in my kitchen, and I think I'd rather have the majority of them down here. Peanut butter and salad dressing gravy. Remember the gravy? Some of it had the coupons behind the label, so there are like 5 jars of gravy here with no labels because they all had coupons on the back, and of course we're going to take advantage of those coupons, right? And in this box here, I have canned items like soups and vegetables. And let's see, is there anything else I wanted to show you about this stockpile? Back here, there's some more body washes. Somehow, I seem to have a disproportionate amount of men's body wash. And the funny thing is, it's just my husband, and then, you know, my 2 daughters and I. So it should be the other way around. It should be more body wash for her than for him. And up there on the top shelf, you can see, and of course the lighting's better near the light, in this white crate, I have things like medicine, mouthwash, I think there's hands, no, that's not in there, first aid like Band-Aids, you know, cough drops, cold meds, that kind of thing are kept in that crate. And behind the hand sanitizer, there's a row of hand sanitizers and soap and some hair care. I'm kind of a snub about hair care. I don't buy a lot of like grocery store, drugstore hair care. We might sample the John Frieda. My husband's not a snob, which is why you might be able to see the pert back there. But for the most part, I don't really do a lot of drugstore or, like I said, grocery store hair care items. And I guess I could explain that eventually, but today it's really unimportant. And in here, I have a lot of free, you know, trial-size deodorants, and I've donated some. Probably I'll take some more out and donate some more. Those are great for ministries that serve like the homeless or people in transition or in crisis. You know, like people who have been burned out of their homes, flooded out of their homes. We saw a lot of that in our area recently. I think I told you that. So that'll be very useful for them. There's some tissue in there, a 3-stack of tissue. Okay, well, hopefully that gives you an idea, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't do a better video. Maybe eventually I can try with a better camera to see if I can get a better picture of the stockpile, because this, I don't know if this has really been helpful. But my point in showing you the stockpile is to talk to you about the fact that you want to know where everything is in your stockpile. You want to keep it neat, you want to keep it orderly, you want to group like things together as much as possible, and you want to make sure that you're checking it frequently to really take advantage of everything that's in it, so you're not losing it to spoilage or expiration or anything like that. Okay, and as I said, in a future video, I'll talk to you about things like the things I'm going to donate, and maybe even how to inventory your stockpile, and how to use your freezer for stockpiling. This video is long enough. I'll talk to you about how to use your freezer for stockpiling. Okay, thanks for watching.